He was untouchable. For more than a decade, that was the belief surrounding Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, the founder and leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, or CJNG. But on February 22, 2026, Mexican authorities say that era came to an end. According to Mexico's Secretariat of National Defense, El Mencho was killed following a high-intensity military operation in the mountains of Tapalpa, Jalisco. Before dawn, Special Forces units, backed by the Mexican Army, Air Force, and National Guard, launched a coordinated raid on a suspected cartel compound southwest of Guadalajara. The objective? Capture the most powerful drug trafficker in Mexico. As troops advanced, gunfire erupted. Military officials say cartel gunmen opened fire with heavy weapons, triggering a prolonged firefight across rugged terrain. Helicopters circled overhead as ground forces moved in. Authorities report that at least 4 armed cartel members were killed at the scene. 3 Mexican soldiers were wounded but are expected to survive. El Mencho himself, officials say, was gravely wounded during the clash. He was captured alive and airlifted toward Mexico City for emergency treatment, but he did not survive the journey. Defense officials confirmed he died from injuries sustained during the operation. Weapons caches, armored vehicles, and high-caliber firearms were seized from the compound, underscoring the cartel's military-style capabilities. Within hours of the announcement, violence flared across parts of Jalisco. Authorities reported road blockades, torched vehicles, and businesses set ablaze, tactics commonly used by cartels to demonstrate power and retaliate against security forces. In cities including Puerto Vallarta and Zapopan, flights were disrupted and schools temporarily closed as security was tightened. Under El Mencho's leadership, the CJNG expanded rapidly, becoming one of the most powerful and violent criminal organizations in the world, rivaling the long dominance Sinaloa cartel. The United States had placed a multi-million-dollar bounty on him, accusing him of trafficking massive quantities of methamphetamine, cocaine, and fentanyl. Security analysts say his death represents one of the most significant blows to organized crime in Mexico in over a decade, but they also warn it may not bring immediate stability. History shows that the fall of a cartel leader often triggers internal power struggles, splinter factions, and renewed violence as rivals compete for control. For now, authorities are treating the operation as a decisive victory. No public images have been released, but both Mexican and U.S. officials have confirmed his death. The era of El Mencho, they say, is over. What follows next may determine whether Mexico sees a decline in cartel power or a new chapter of conflict.